nil. Swansea City 2, Reading 2. West Bromwich Albion 3, Queen's Park Rangers 2. West Ham United.
Hey, Charles. Hello, Charles. Hello, Charles. Can you hear me, Charles?
Yeah, I just got on. Yeah.
I know you forgot to change the time did change the time in Bermuda?
Yeah. We put an hour on last night.
Yeah, that's why we're starting an hour difference time. Hello, Anchorman Steve.
Anchorman Steve.
Yeah, you're the Anchorman today.
Am I really?
Yeah, because I'm busy getting people doing stuff and that, and Inge won't be in for a while.
Oh, you done your top
so you can let people in as well.
I'll try to do that job, Johnny. I'll try my best.
Well, you just keep people going and interested, and you can talk to Charles. And I just finished watching the Liverpool Manchester City game.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I had much interest in that.
Yeah,
I'm glad it was a draw.
Well, it's left Arsenal at the top.
Yeah.
Better
I can't believe the chances that DS had, chance after chance.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. You have to play us yet, Charlie. You got to play us yet.
Yeah. Well, we've got City to play as well in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We've got Chelsea. No, I think Chelsea's been cancelled next week.
Yeah.
And I believe our next Premier League game is City.
Right. Okay. Is that at Arsenal? Or is it? Where is it at?
It's at. I think it's at City.
Is it right?
Yeah.
That'll
be the one that decides it all there. I think for us anyway.
It could be. Yeah. It could be. But today was a big step forward. Three teams practically all together at the top.
Yeah.
It's who can hold
Evening,
the breath
Pete.
longest now.
Hello,
Pete. How you doing, mate?
But I won't be on. I'll only be on for about 15 minutes because of the time difference here. I've got something scheduled for about 20 minutes time. So.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
What have I got here?
We've got to wait for you now till the end of the month till your clocks go.
Yeah. We go forward the end of the month. Yeah.
31st. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
We always go with America. When America goes, we go.
Yeah, it used to be that, Sam. The reason they changed it, Charlie, was for Halloween. So they changed the one in the autumn. So then they changed this one as well.
Right. Yeah.
Hello, Scotty.
Hello.
Evening, Scotty.
Just getting myself organised here.
Scotty's in. He's at Stately home today.
He's sitting outside his front yard, is he?
That's down the road from. Swan. Dave Inge.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Highcliffe.
No, it's not. It is an Inge's mansion.
Yeah, next door. Yeah.
How you doing, Pete?
Yeah, I'm okay, Charlie.
Good.
Yeah, a bit tired, but there's nothing I can do except just wait at the moment. So,
right,
everything's all right. I'm watching so much football the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, you're waiting for your phone call.
Yeah. Well,
get your boots out. Get your boots out the loft.
Yep.
I've got my phone call in about a month, I think.
Yeah, I got mine on. I'm going to see them on the 23rd.
Yeah.
And then,
Just
I've got
for
it
more
all-
treatment, Pete.
well, they're going to make a decision on which direction they want to go, Charlie. You know.
Whether they're going to put you down or let you
Yeah.
live. Yeah.
Yeah. Put me
Charles,
down.
I was lucky. I got it all clear this
Oh, brilliant.
with my call.
Yeah.
right, best of luck with it anyway.
Yeah. Hopefully yours is the same.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to turn out all right. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In spite
Yeah.
of all the bad things you've done in your life.
Oh yeah, in spite of those.
Yeah.
I hope they haven't got a list of them there.
He hadn't done
Yeah,
any
yeah.
worse than us.
Speak for yourself now, Scotty.
Where's Mr. Inge tonight? Up in Scotland somewhere?
Yeah, his flight was delayed a bit out of Bournemouth apparently, and I don't know how that affected the rest of his getting to his friend's house.
He's on his way to his friends, I think, at the moment. I think he's
Okay.
landed.
Who's the lady that just passed? I see that popping up, but who was the chappie she was married to? I didn't know him, I don't think.
His name was Cass. He used to be a barman. Cass. I knew him, but I didn't know his missus.
What ships did Cass go on, Stephen? I never sailed with him.
Cass.
No.
I was
I-
on the
I-
Oriana with him.
Yeah,
Have you-
I sailed with Cass on the Chusan with Bob Wormsley. And
Okay.
I think Cass was a laundryman then.
Right.
Before
I'm
he
sure he was
moved
on the
into the
Oriana.
bars.
There was a barman on the Oriana when I was there.
Yeah.
too.
Bob will
Okay.
tell you. He's just coming in.
The only Cass I remember was the photographer that was married
Yeah.
to Joy Cassaro.
Yeah.
But he went a few years ago.
Yeah.
Bob's having a bit of a problem with his sound and vision.
Yes.
Hang on, here
Evening,
he is.
Robert.
Evening.
Evening,
Morning,
Robert.
Bob.
How we doing?
Oh, Bob, welcome.
All well?
Speaking
Yeah.
for me, yes.
Good.
Fine. we were just saying about Cass. What ships he's been on? I knew him on Trusan when we were on there.
The only two I know he was on was the Chusan and the Oriana. I don't know what others he was on.
And wasn't he a laundryman on Trusan?
He was a laundryman on Chusan, yeah.
Yeah, thought so.
So was he on the Oriana in the 1970s, Bob?
Yeah. He was in
Midships bar or
Everything.
the Monkey Bar?
he was in the Plough Tavern for a while. And I was he was in the Monkey Bar. But that
Okay.
was up to me leaving after I left. I don't know where he worked.
Okay.
What was his full name?
Malcolm Castleton.
No, I didn't sail with him.
No, I don't think I did. I was on the Oriana for a little bit, but I don't remember him at all.
Yeah,
He's, I know he worked in the main bar for a while with the JM. But,
John Murray,
He
yeah.
was a barman on the Oriana when I was there. I
yeah,
was there same time as you, wasn't I, Bob? Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that must have been after I left in 775, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
It's
77.
75 when I joined her.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, 75. I got sent to the PP with Scotty and Gizzy and Phil.
Right.
Yeah,
Fine bunch.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never did understand how Scotty was like so. Like he was like the biggest friend of all the girls, all the cocktail girls.
I was told it was charm and personality.
Charm and
Yeah.
personality, absolutely.
Who told you that? The man in the mirror?
If that's the case for you, Scott, why didn't they send you there, John?
We needed a bit of skill in those days.
Yeah.
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 Oh, well.
Yeah.
You must have heard about your camera skills.
Yeah. No one knew what a cocktail was. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to the office in Southampton when I was going on the Sun. Well, I come off the Oriana, and what was his name in the office in Southampton? The guy, I can't think of his name. Anyway, he said, "Oh, you
Edie.
want to go to the West Coast here?" Who?
Not Edie.
I can't think of his name.
No.
He says, "Oh, you want to go on the West Coast, do you?" I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "I'd like a nice change, it'd be." He said, "Do you know any cocktails?" I said, "Well, I've heard of a pina colada." He said,
Yeah.
"Okay, you're in."
Go.
I do.
Who said I can tell a few? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you needed your mental arithmetic as well. All the different
yeah. Well,
the different currencies we used going from LA down to Sydney and what have you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's quite easy renting up with dollars, though, isn't it? That's all straightforward.
Well, they were using it all in the bars, different.
Yeah. That was the hard one when we were on the old pound, shillings, and pence. I can know. You have to be a bloody
I remember
mathematical genius.
the changeover that we did with that. We were just not long out at sea from Southampton on a world trip on the Chusan. And one night we were doing pound, shillings, and pence. The next morning, it was decimal. Oh, that was very confusing.
Yeah.
Trade off.
Basically, it devalued the pound 50%. Could all of a sudden
Oh,
instead of 240
absolutely.
pennies, you've got 100.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good for the.
I went on the All Solver, went out pound, shillings, and pence, and then came back to UK. It was decimalised.
Yeah.
But we changed over to Aussie dollars. You know what I mean? So you're a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's similar. 100 pence or cents to the pound or dollar.
The dollar's a lot different today than it was back then.
Yeah. I can remember going ashore in Sydney to the Orient and getting a schooner for 20 cents.
I can't remember how much beer was in the pubs.
20 cents.
No.
They used to line them up on the bar at the Piedmont. What was it?
Monty's.
Piedmont Bridge.
That was
Monty's,
that was on the what they call it, the 5 o'clock swill, was it? The 6 o'clock swill or something.
When the dockers were coming off the dock.
Yeah, it was when the pubs closed at 6 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah. They used to open the pub and all the beer was already on the bar poured. You just walked.
The pubs used to be open from 6 in the morning till 6 at night.
Yeah.
And the dockers used to finish at 5, so they had an hour to get their ale in.
Yeah. But first thing in the morning, when they were coming off the night shift, the bar was, we've come home from Circular Quay before. Not Circular Quay.
Piedmont. Piedmont.
The night. No, where you go for the night out in Sydney?
Oh, the Cross.
The Cross.
King's Cross.
The Cross.
King's Cross.
Come back from the Cross, early hours in the morning, and they've opened the doors of the pub and we've walked past, so we've gone in. And the beer was all lined up on the bar ready for them.
What was the bar on Circular Quay? Was that Paragon or something?
Paragon, yeah.
There's one called, that was up the steps, wasn't it? Up the stairs.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay.
Those were the days. Is somebody else coming? No.
No, I just sent a message to the WhatsApp group saying the crew bar is empty. Come on.
Where's Mr. Inch tonight?
He's up in Scotland.
Doing up there.
He's gone to
not going sailing again, is he?
The anniversary of his ship, you know, the Hebridean Princess.
All right, okay.
Yeah, no,
The anniversary of that, they're having a big do or something, and he's been invited.
I thought he was going out to do another trip for relieving.
No.
What's that building behind you, Scotty?
Highcliffe House or Castle. It's in Christchurch, not far from Dave Inge's house.
Oh,
it's down the road, the Lord Bute pub or hotel. If anyone's been to the area,
don't know it.
It's between New Milton and Christchurch, on the way to Bournemouth.
I thought it looked like Queen Victoria's place on the Isle of Wight, Scotty.
Osborne, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You think we'll get Taffy in tonight?
Well, I hope so. Somebody. We've got 6 people. We may have to just. Well,
He's been beaten in the rugby again today. He
Yeah.
won't be very happy. He won't be very happy.
They lose.
That the Welsh got beat. Yeah.
Well, the Taffies lost, did they?
Well,
Yeah,
by five.
45-24, wasn't it?
They were getting the wooden
Yeah.
spoon then this year, weren't they? They haven't won a game
Looks
yet.
like it looks like they've only got 1 game left, haven't they? They haven't
Yeah.
won one yet.
Uh-oh.
And England won it on the last kick, didn't they? Again, that's just
That was a great
Yeah.
game. Yesterday was
Yeah.
a fantastic game. That wasn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah,
the
that's all the
Italians
Irish would
did
have been
well.
in tonight.
The Italians did well, beating Scotland.
Yeah.
That was their first win too, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know where Gizzy is. He might be away playing his old ukulele somewhere, I suppose.
Chris entered.
Chris.
Chris Johnson, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chris, yeah.
Didn't you send a message out about clock changes? Or what?
Yeah, I did.
You mean Chris?
I did to North America. Yeah.
I think that might have
Yeah.
confused somebody. It confused me a bit. I thought, have we got to come in an hour later or what? You know.
Well, I did say North American people, but
Yeah, I know you did.
yeah,
I know you did, but it's still,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
still,
I know.
you know,
Yeah.
was made me stop and think.
Yeah, maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut, not said nothing.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah. So, where is it? Who else is
Anybody
winning?
went?
No. So has anybody got anything interesting to tell us? Nothing we should be knowing? Nothing new?
It's nothing new. Oh, my team went on an unbeaten run of 1 game. Actually, looks like relegation this year, I'm afraid.
We're on one of those at the moment.
Yeah. Although
Bob, are you going to make the playoffs?
I'd like to think we will, but we got fucked by the referee yesterday. He sent our striker off for no reason. Not, you know, I think they're appealing it, but we played Pompey yesterday at home.
Oh.
It ended up a draw, didn't it? Was it a draw?
It was a 0-0 draw at the end, but we only had 10 men for 70 minutes.
Brendan?
We were stuck.
Sorry, a bit late.
All right, Ren.
Brendan, you all right, mate?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
You ran the same points as us. You got a couple more points than we have, Bob.
Yeah, we swapped places with you all last week.
Yeah, we was 8.
When you got
now we're
lucky.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it. We only
Oh,
just
no,
got promoted
they
last
played
year.
well
So,
that night. They'll go for fair play. The best team won. Can't knock it.
I can't complain about last week. Bristol Rovers beat them well and good, but the one yesterday was a bit. You know, we had a man sent off as well, and that screwed that.
Spoils the game, doesn't it?
Yeah. It was 2 yellows, but the second one was so, you know, shouldn't have been. But anyway, it is what it is.
Charlie, I thought you were Arsenal.
Yeah, I am, but I support Orient. I used to live by the Orient.
Oh,
years
Orient.
ago.
Right, yeah.
As the lower team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chris is doing a good job there.
I know.
Disappeared behind his screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have had a call to nature or something on quickly or something. I don't know.
Oh, he's gone to top up his glass.
There
Oh,
he
here it is.
Okay.
Headphones
good.
on.
is. He's back on.
You hear us, Chris?
I couldn't figure out. I don't know if I knew Cass. Beryl's the wife of Cass's. I didn't know her. What was she? A WAP or something?
She was a passenger.
Oh, sorry.
She met him on the Oriana when she was a passenger, and he was, well, I don't know, presuming Monkey bar, I don't know.
I don't know, Cass. I don't.
Don't you?
No, no.
I don't know.
I've tried to get him to come on here, but he won't come.
He's a bit more senior to the rest of us, Brendan.
He's not as old as me.
Wait,
No one's
said a
older-
bit-
no
I did
one's
say a
older-
bit.
No one's older than Bob.
Nobody's as old as me.
Can you hear us, Chris?
You
Chris
took the
Johnson?
words out of my mouth there, Bob.
Eh?
You took the words out of my mouth there.
Yeah, right. Correct.
Chris,
Somebody's
can you
got
hear
to
us?
say it.
Chris,
Chris can't hear us again. Oh well.
Oh.
Well,
I
we
saw
can't.
Dave Morgan a few weeks back. Dave's I think he's 82 now, and he's got terrible problems with his legs. He
Who?
can't
Yeah.
really get around much. But he's still, you know, out and about, but not half as much as he was. It's
Who's that?
Dave Morgan,
Dave Morgan.
All right.
ex-chief butcher.
Yeah, yeah,
Butcher.
yeah. I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a big lad in his day.
Oh yeah. He's not so big now. I mean, he's lost a bit of weight, but you know, he's still a bit chunky, as they would say. But he's just he's had a few hits to his health over the last few years, and cumulatively that sort of gets to you, I suppose. And now he's 82. He's slowed down a lot with his movement, walking stuff. So I bump into him quite a bit up at my brother's, but I haven't seen him for a while. But it was his birthday the other day, and I did a bit of a do for him. But he's still going. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
We're all getting aches and pains, aren't we?
Absolutely. Looks like Colin Doughty's called Louise for help again. F.D. Louise.
Yeah. You mean Colin, our IT expert?
Yeah. And also, we need to get an IT expert to California for Chris. I thought he was.
Can Chris
He's got his
hear us?
headphones on. Chris has got his headphones on.
I
we
know.
can't
that-
hear you, Chris.
He's talking. He's talking. Can you hear us, Chris?
Thumbs up.
We
yeah,
can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Chris.
No, we can't hear you.
You may got it on
There
mute.
you go.
Yeah, there's Colin. He's there.
Hey, listen, guys.
Can you hear me now?
Myself.
Yes,
I did it
Chris.
by myself tonight.
There,
Yeah.
see?
Loud,
Evening,
loud and
Colin.
clear.
IT expert.
Wow.
You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Louise
Yeah.
just said to me,
Yeah.
"Did I manage to get in?"
Okay.
And she
Good.
went, "Bloody hell!"
So,
I had a
so-
little problem when I started. My wife came. My wife was leaving, and she hit the garage door with the back of the car.
Oh dear.
So she came in a panic. So I just went out there. Now the garage door won't close all the way.
Mr. Mannering. It's a fixable one.
Plus, she took a little paint off the back of the lid of the trunk boot, whatever.
Oh well. Worst things happen to see, Chris.
yeah.
Well, it's my new car.
Oh, it's a new one.
Yeah, well, fairly new. I bought it in October, so it's a brand
Oh,
new,
it's a super duper electric.
brand new electric. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, Volkswagen ID4.
And
Nice.
how do you like electric cars? I don't know if anybody else has got one. I certainly don't.
I like it. It's great. We get 3 years free charging, so I haven't put charging in the garage yet.
Okay.
You go to a public charger. A little inconvenient sometimes. You go there and they're busy, and it's like 6 miles away from here anyway, the nearest one. And sometimes it takes half an hour before you get a charger free, and it
Oh,
takes
really?
half an hour to charge it. So
Mm.
got to have
Mm.
plenty of time on hand to.
Just not
Charge.
like nipping down the gas station, is it?
No, it's not. No.
No,
But once you get it set up at home, you just plug in.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you've got a
It's
burner.
just
I mean,
that it's just
you've
that
got it on a full charge.
the incentive is there right now for free charging, but then as I
Mm.
say, it's inconvenient. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, basically.
Mm. Does it have a hands-free facility, Chris?
Not exactly. It has like assisted parking.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because
so-
we were in Miami, and this Uber guy had a brand new Tesla, top of the line Uber, and this thing was tricked out, and he showed us where he just did this and just drove.
Yeah, I've been in one like that. Yeah.
But he was explaining that the way his charging works, Chris, you plug it in, and the car knows when the cheapest electricity on the grid to do it overnight.
Yeah, we have the same plan with Edison down here.
Yeah,
they have a TOU plan, time of use plan.
Yeah.
Where you have an electric car, you can sign up for that, and that gives you the cheaper rates when you charge it, particularly overnight.
Evening, Tav.
Charge it after midnight.
Still got the shirts on, boy. Hey?
There you go,
Nice one,
Tav.
Alan.
All right. Listen, I'm going to cut out now, and I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
All right, Charlie.
Okay,
All
Charlie.
right, Charlie.
Take care, all.
See you,
All the
bye.
best.
Charlie.
And Brendan, you never asked him the weather, did you? You missed it.
It's
60.
Well, I'll tell you now,
69 in the
because
Bermuda.
the clue is in the fan behind Charlie. If the fan's not on, it's not a very nice day. If the fan's on, it's too hot and he's cooling himself down. I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
He sent a picture through earlier. It's 69 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Chilly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Taffy, all right, lad. I see you're all ready to start the game next time.
Yeah, I just been watching the inquest.
Uh-oh.
So, there we are. But it's been a wonderful. Every game has been exciting.
Oh yeah.
Every
I
game
haven't-
has been exciting.
I haven't watched the game yet, Taffy. I was busy watching the Liverpool Man City game,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
terrific
good.
game.
What happened to Aston Villa today?
Ooh.
Lost
Well, they-
big time.
Ask Stevie Watts, he'll tell you.
I
Yeah.
know.
He would, but he doesn't come in anymore.
I couldn't believe it. And
Unbelievable.
well, and they've been doing so well.
Yeah.
I got something here now that I'm gonna put up in my backdrop, and it's of a football, and I'm gonna say football, a footballing superstar of the 70s. So I'm hoping to put it on my backdrop now.
Here we go.
There we go.
Anyhow, carry on talking while I'm trying to do it.
John
thank you.
Charles.
Oh,
No, this guy is a real
Tiger
star.
All Church.
Yeah.
Overall Church. That's another one.
Well, John Charles, Gentleman John.
That's
There
right.
was when I saw the documentary on him, I thought, well, sport, that is when sportsmen were sportsmen. Fair play.
Cliff
So,
Jones.
Well,
Cliff
anyhow,
Jones,
I'm
Joey Jones.
constipated in a minute.
Robbie Savage. I find
You
Oh,
constipated?
no, hold on. I draw the line at Robbie Savage.
Oh, he was a
Robbie Savage in the
wanker.
same class, Derek.
He was definitely a wanker.
He was a
Still is
wanker.
He still is.
And that's a well.
I can see you.
But honestly, I just know from a couple of things I saw with him, I thought he's a wanker. But John Charles, oh, what a nice guy. Honestly, what a wonderful advert for football he was.
Is he still going, or is he fallen off the
I
perch?
think he's fallen off his perch now. I'm going to stop talking because I want to constipate on getting this picture up.
Okay.
There we go. I got it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
in the background.
Where's Dave this week? John mentioned some- he's in Scotland, is he?
Putting some dog muck.
Where's he gone?
I said a sherry just putting some dog muck. Behind.
Yeah, that's Irish dog shit. We were in Ireland and we called round to Knowles and we went out for a walk and he's carrying her handbag while she's clearing the dog shit off her.
I see you're talking about me then, Wayne.
I'm
That's
talking
not Irish
about
dog
you.
shit.
Look at that.
Yeah, there you are.
Top row, second from the left as you look at your screen. Superstar of the
Second from
70s. Mr. Robert Womersley.
I can see a few there. There's Noel Hogan.
Yeah.
Dave Hartwell.
Dave
Ready?
Hartwell.
Dave
Check your
Hartwell.
Fred.
Fred
Yes,
Alderson.
Fred.
Fred Alderson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make sure you send me the picture, Taff.
I
That
will
John
do.
Gedge. That John Gedge.
What one with 69 on?
Yeah. Is that Gizzy next to the goalkeeper?
No,
No.
Gizzy wasn't there.
No.
Where was that played, Bob?
Can't remember, mate. It's probably in the South Seas somewhere, I would have thought.
Like it, there's a load of palm trees behind you.
Yeah.
What was your position, Bob? Centre forward?
I was left fullback at that time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dave on tops on the front? No. No.
You know, I had one game, Rob. I don't know, you wouldn't have recollected it. I had one game for him in Florida.
Yeah.
So I actually wore the Canberra football shirt, and they called me Chopper Rogers.
That's John Teagle in the front, in the middle, next to
Yeah,
Dave.
John Teagle in the
Oh,
front.
yeah.
John Teagle.
What ship's that then?
Canberra.
Canberra.
That's not Peter Steele on the right, is it, at the end? On the bottom row? Not Steely. No, it's not.
I thought it was John Gedge.
No, no.
I must be carrying the kit bag.
You're looking after the box, Derek.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're always very good at that.
Yeah. I've still got the records.
I'm finding my tray. He was always very good at finding my tray. They could never find me, but
It's the money that's the most important.
yeah,
I remember
they
when we
never
used to
went
go-
looking for me. I could have been over the side.
I always remember when we used to do the when we had the box.
Uh,
Whoever was running the box, you'd raise an eyebrow, or you'd be quite optimistic, or you'd be well. When Derek was running the box, I always thought, we always seemed to do a bit better than what we was expecting. I don't know where he found the money from, but we always seemed to get a bit more at the end of the cruise than we were expecting. It was quite good.
Yeah, I was probably a bit more generous than I should have been.
I can remember
Sold more coffee than I should have done.
one occasion when I was PRS and Big Fat Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It was in that. What was the lounge called on the Canberra? I can't remember.
Alice Springs. It was always in the Alice
No,
Springs.
First class lounge.
Oh,
Meridian.
Century Bar.
Huh?
Century Bar.
Century Bar around the front, and then the big room, wasn't there?
Meridian, yeah.
Meridian. That was it. Well, Big Jeffrey was there first, and he got the cemetery bar, as we used to call it. And me and a guy called Laurie, an old PRS, we did the lounge, just the two of us. And one day I was fortunate enough to find a wallet which mysteriously disappeared, and I put it in the box that night. And Jeffrey, he kept the book, and I think there was about $40 in this wallet, and Jeffrey put down the day's tips as 15. If that's included his. So
we
said,
questions.
Yeah, we said, "What's that? Well, how do you work that out, Jeffrey? What do you mean?" And then I said to him, "I said I've just put $40 in." Oh, fucking hell! There was, yeah. So he wasn't allowed to do it anymore after that. Yeah.
Robbing the box. Not one.
Sleep in the deck. Sore head on the Canberra. In the hot weather.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't sleep in he couldn't lie in his bed because he couldn't get out of it. He was that big. And then he used to lie on a deck. He used to sit in a deck chair if he wasn't in his cabin. It was too hot.
What was his surname?
Hawksworth.
Hawksworth.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
I worked with him in the Alice Springs for quite a while.
Him
and Lenny
the short time that I was on the Canberra, I do remember him.
Yeah, he was always in the Alice Springs.
Yeah, and I remember we had Roy Castle was on as guest entertainer, and he did a cruise show, and poor old Jeffrey was the brunt of his joke straight away because Roy Castle came out and said, looked at Jeffrey and he went, "How's the diet going?" And everybody thought that was a cracking joke, except Jeffrey, of course, because he was rather on the large side, wasn't he?
Oh, he was morbidly obese. He
Yeah.
fell over once on the outside deck. He wouldn't go out on the outside deck, and I can't remember who the barman was. But he said, "Get out on the outside deck, or you'll end up in the library." So he went out on the outside deck, and he slipped over and fell over. It took 6 of us to get him up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
He
Am
couldn't
I
get up
right in
himself.
saying he got an OBE for being on this long, one person being on the serving on the longest ship or something? Not the
He might have
longest ship.
I don't think so.
Longest
I think-
time.
Longest tenure. Thank you, Steve.
When I went on the Aronce in about 73 as an ABR, and the cabin steward that I worked with, he was Kavanagh, his name was, and he was on the ship from 1953, and he was still there when I got off.
He got an OBE, didn't he? I remember that.
Kavanagh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Played
so,
ex-
so did the storekeeper on the Oriana, Colin. He got the same thing.
Who was that, John? Who
I
was that
forget
then?
his name, but what I got you, refresh my memory. And I think you, of all people, have known me the longest because when I was in the crew mess, you knew me, right?
Oh, that's right. I did indeed.
Right. So my question is, when Dougie Williams, God bless him, promoted me up to the stern gallery from being a steward,
Yeah.
what bar were you? Were you in the monkey bar or the
No, never worked the monkey bar.
But you weren't in the stern gallery, were you?
I did do the stern gallery, but not when you were there. So
Okay.
I might have been in the ocean bar.
Okay, that's right, Ocean Bar. Okay, right. You were there.
then-
You were there with the poison dwarf. Okay, yeah.
Was there in the ocean
John
bar
Welton.
with
John Welton.
the mushroom inspector,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Welton,
Yeah.
and the assistant. I can't remember who the assistant was. Actually, strangely enough, Dougie Bayliss came in as a full barman,
Yeah, the stern
assisting
gallery. Yeah.
assisting Johnny Welton.
Yeah.
That was in 73, 74.
73, yeah.
73, 74, that was.
Yeah.
And it was
I was
from
there.
there that I went out to the Island Princess to do the maiden voyage in San Francisco, and Dougie Bayliss came with us.
Yeah.
Whoever else, and Colin Huntington,
Oh, Colin Hunter.
Mick Wilson,
Mick
and I
Wilson.
can't remember who else came now. Long time ago.
Yeah.
It was the highlight of my day was passing Johnny Welton a 5,000 carton of Dunhills because I knew very well that his arms wouldn't stretch. to reach the other end. I used to shove it. I said, you go. You can never. He used to call me all sorts.
I don't know how Johnny Welton ended up on the West Coast as well.
Yeah, that was
How
it.
the
Yeah,
hell
it
he
was
ever
on
got
the
out there,
PP.
I don't know.
No, neither did we when he arrived.
Yeah.
He was on the Pacific Princess. What wasn't he, Scotty?
He was in the Starlight.
That's right,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
It was the only one you could see over the top of.
Yeah.
Derek, you're being very cruel this week.
He's a miserable bugger.
Hey,
I've actually got
Margate
something
lose at the
I
weekend?
bought from him. I'll try
I
and
can
see
turn
if
it
I
on when I
got
want
somewhere. I've got something I bought from Welton. Oh,
What was
forget
that?
it here. I'll show you. It's a reel-to-reel tape recorder.
Is
There
he
it is.
still
That's a good picture behind your head, John.
There it is.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I had one of them.
That was John Welton's Akai.
That's an
reel-to-reel.
Akai.
I bought it.
Akai,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I still
Yeah,
I
got
had
it.
one of
one of
them.
those at one
I had one of them. They were brilliant.
I don't think he liked. I don't think he liked us concessionaires. You know, John Welton.
Did he have that on board with him, John?
Oh, he had more than that. Besides that, I bought the huge amp. It's a special. It was huge, and I haven't got that anymore. It's a special. I forget the name of it, but it was a jumbo. I'm not a technician, but it was like a special amp, and he pumped all the music through that. Yeah.
Who
Was
was
that in
the?
his cabin?
No, he had it in the ocean bar.
In the bar, right.
He had it in the
okay.
bar. Yeah.
So is he
who's the
still
Aussie
around?
P-
We don't know.
You don't. Nobody knows Nobody's in touch with him. Yeah.
Who was the Aussie pianist, John, that used to come on the PP? Blonde
Oh,
haired fella.
you mean the organist?
No, he used to play the piano and he used to ask the audience to name a tune and he'd play it.
Who that was?
No, Australian. No, I bought his 8-track and had that in the cabin.
Yeah.
No need. I could have put it somewhere else and still heard it. Really good. It's still there, I think.
They stopped doing the 8-tracks, didn't they? I remember you couldn't. It was very hard
Used to
to
have an
get.
eight track in the UJ bar. Used to have an 8-track in the UJ bar.
That's right. Yeah. It had 4 button. It had 4 programs. You could.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
To move the songs on, or.
Yeah, I think the machine gave up the ghost in the end because of the bad grease from the frying of the hamburgers and the chips. You know,
probably got
the
everywhere.
whole place was full of grease, wasn't it? It was always greasy in the UJ bar. Always greasy.
Imagine.
Those burgers were brilliant, though.
It depended on who you had on. What's his name? Billy Burger.
Billy Burger.
He was the best. He had the best ones. And there was a Welsh guy that we had on there as well who came up from the galley. And he wouldn't cook a burger till somebody ordered one. Which meant by Thursday of the week there were 45,000 people wanting burgers. Sorry, slight exaggeration.
It's really going. Here we go. Right, lovely. Well, this is Christmas Day here in the Union Jack Bar, and believe it or not, although it's meant to be turkey for lunchtime for most of us, there's still hamburgers being cooked, and there's no one better to cook them than Paul Griffiths over here. Paul, happy Christmas, son.
Happy Christmas, David. How are you?
Very well. And how's it going, for Christmas Day? What
it's steady, we have a special treat today: reindeer burgers.
Reindeer burgers. Yeah. Well, they're looking great. I wish you all the best. And we got John over here. Believe it or not, some people do have to work on Christmas Day. Here we are, John.
They're all meat.
Okay.
But there were so many people wanting hamburgers, and he wouldn't cook one until somebody ordered one. Absolutely crazy. And they were about that thick.
Yeah.
They were really huge.
Yeah. I used to live on the burgers there in the UJ bar. I lived on
That was your lunch break, wasn't it, Steve?
I remember.
It was lunch break, Steve, wasn't it?
I remember, I worked for you in UJ. Do you remember when Brian the chef came up because we got swamped and he took over doing the hamburgers?
Yeah,
and
who was doing it in there besides Brian?
Well, all I know is that it may have been Billy Burger, but the fact is that it got so swamped. Maybe it's because the band was in there, the trio was in there.
Play the
Tony Austin
music.
trio.
Yeah. Brian came in and he got those hamburgers out like he was a machine.
Brian Redman.
Yeah, Brian Redman.
Brian Redman. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Brian.
Brian is a really nice guy. Brian, absolutely super guy.
Yeah,
really nice.
Another True Sand man.
Yeah,
he was second chef on True Sand. He used to run the pour outs on the well deck.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
But he was second chef.
Yeah, he was second chef. He used to go out with Deirdre Moss, I think it was.
Did they? Steiner girl, and he came down and stayed with us for a few days years ago.
Deirdre married.
Deirdre was friendly with the Steiner girl.
Deirdre was hostess.
Jackie, her name was. Jackie. But sadly, Jackie died. I don't know what the circumstances were. I don't know if they were married, but then Brian very sadly died.
Did he?
Yeah. A few years ago. I don't know what the circumstances were, but he had a real loud laugh, Brian. I remember you could hear his laughter.
He's a good bloke.
We used to decorate the well deck on the True Sand with all the flags and set up a bar. Get a few dustbins in, clean, brand new dustbins, fill them up with ice and all the fizzy drinks and pour in a couple of bottles of rum.
Lovely.
And we just used to help ourselves.
They
were the days.
Does anyone remember back in the days when visitors could just come on the ship? They didn't have to have passes or anything.
Yeah. Just walk up the gangway.
How can we
Walk, I
forget,
think
Steve?
You try it now.
Especially
try it now.
when,
Never get
when
on.
you're at UJ bar. I've done this
Remember
myself.
all the
I'm
Bon
gonna
Voyage
hold my
parties
hand up
on board.
I'm going to hold my hand up now. In the UJ bar, especially in St. Thomas, especially, they come up. You can suss out they were visitors straight away, and they'd order hamburgers, and them hamburgers always used to be $5 each.
That's right. Remember Tommy Shaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He brought in 15 people once.
How many?
Yeah, all these burgers, visitors, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of them with young Totty. Tommy loved the girls, although he never had much luck with them. And Phil Guest, I think it's Phil Guest or someone, charged him or something. I don't know what happened, but there was a hell of a rumpus about it. Hell of a rumpus. And we all got asked about it. Do you ever charge for hamburgers? No. Never charge them for the hamburgers. What about visitors? No. We never charge for them. They used to add a workup. I mean, you'd have, you know, when you got into port, like Port of Vallarta, Acapulco, you'd get people coming into the bar and then they'd be bringing guests with them. You could have an extra 40, 50, 60 hamburgers you have to cook because of and they weren't passengers. They were just freebies.
You try and get on a cruise ship now as a visitor. They won't let you on.
No chance. No chance.
Absolutely no chance.
You count it off and you count it back in.
Yeah. It all started when they threw a guy called Klingsman off, not the coach, off the ship in
in a wheelchair
in Egypt.
And the
he was in a wheelchair, and the terrorists.
Achille Lauro.
Achille Lauro, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's when all the security changed right then. Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
we had all the Bon Voyage parties because we used to go down the alleyways, passenger alleyways, with our camera and shoot into all these cabins.
Well,
with groups of people having these Bon Voyage parties, and those
now you saying that,
good sellers.
Yeah, you saying that, Chris. I remember doing the first one Bon Voyage party I did was on the Island Princess on the so-called maiden voyage, and these two punters had 50 guests. 50 for their Bon Voyage party. And it was only a 2-week cruise. Unbelievable. And when we got talking to him after the ship had sailed, 3 or 4 days later or something like that, he was promised 10 stewards for his party. And there were 3. Three in the entire room that he had it in. Absolutely outrageous. Anyway, neither here nor there.
Happy days.
They were the days, eh?
Trouble was getting these people off the ship after they had a few bevies at a
once they'd had a few,
party.
Yeah.
Whereas in Sydney, no bars were allowed to open. Well, it was like Southampton. Couldn't open any bars until after the ship had sailed.
No, but I don't think
all
there was
the
any
cabin
checks
parties.
There wasn't any checks bringing your own booze on. You know, people brought their own booze on.
Yeah.
The visitor situation was, there must have been loads and hundreds, I suppose, maybe thousands over the years that got caught on board and were ended up staying in a cabin and got off at the next port or whatever. But you could just walk through the port. There was no port security anywhere. I don't remember any security. Certainly, some of you went to.
According to Joanna, those in Istanbul, and she used to find them down the back of the containers.
Talking about security, did you see the news last week? A Philippine room steward on the Icon of the Seas, the largest ship in the world, he got arrested for concealing secret cameras, hidden cameras in his cabins.
Really?
Yep. They arrested him and he's gone. Yeah.
In his cabin.
Well, you know, I mean, he's cabin steward. So remember, if you had a cabin,
in passenger cabins, he rigged them up in passenger cabins.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was concealing them in passenger cabins.
Well, that's why he got arrested. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
outrageous.
It was outrageous. Yeah.
So you've got to check your carrier for cameras now, Johnny, when you go in.
Yeah.
Well, there's a big problem in, I think it's Korea, where they find cameras in ladies' toilets, concealed in ladies' toilets, public toilets. And they get this and they're all watching it at home. You know, it's all there's some strange
Like on the
people
ferries
around.
where they drill holes in the
Oh,
bulkhead.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like the good old days of cottaging.
Recognise that behind me, Brendan?
So where's Fruity,
yeah.
by the way?
It's a PP in Dover.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a rare picture, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me.
I see that our anchorman sent a text. He says, "Hello, boys. Late arrival at Edinburgh. Hopefully, we'll get in before the end of the crew bar." And I see that Fruity viewed it. So Fruity's he's at home or something. It's maybe he's choosing not to come in. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I spoke to Fruity earlier on the phone, but I didn't say he wasn't coming in.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm. Well, we've got. I spoke with. I've got a message back from Alistair about the possibility of a crew bar reunion in 2025 in Edinburgh, and he said, "Yeah, it's a possibility. That he has friends over. He might be away, but with a bit of luck, he might be there. So we'll start putting some things together towards the end of the year, some ideas and some dates and things, and see what the response is like."
Anybody going to Southampton in May?
Yeah.
We can't go. We've got a few things going on at the house here, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
But I know there's quite a few going.
I can't make it, unfortunately.
No, I can't go either.
Louise and I are going down on the Thursday night.
Right.
And we're going to be. I believe Ollie's going.
Yeah,
I'm going.
Who?
Yeah, me. I'm going.
Scotty, right?
Yeah,
Derek,
you and the
yes,
wife.
indeed, yeah. Sorry, yeah. And there was someone else on the list, Derek. Who
Gizzy's
was it?
going.
Gizzy and
Oscar.
Angela. Is it Angela?
Dave and
All
Pat.
right, okay, yeah.
Are you going up, Pete?
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, we'll all be in. Well, I'm going.
I'm
On the
going
Thursday
to.
or the Friday?
I'm going to go.
Friday, staying Friday night.
All right, okay.
We're not.
No,
We're
I
not
can't,
staying.
can't go. Karen's brother's getting married that weekend, so
Louise and I are going down Thursday, staying Thursday night, having the lunch on Friday, then going home.
right.
So we'll be there. We will be there the night before. So
Yeah. We got
whoever's
2
gonna meet
nights,
up
Thursday and
will be good.
Friday.
So it's actually only 2 months away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is only 2 months.
We're
away.
doing Thursday and Friday, and then off to Wells in Somerset afterwards.
Oh right, okay. That's a nice little trip.
A few
Wales is
days
nice.
there. Yeah.
Wales is nice, Derek. Yeah. lovely.
Yeah.
I'll
nice.
just turn up. I'll catch up with you wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting closer.
Getting out with the Batmobile.
Phil, they'll be breaking out soon, that Taffmobile. He's already been checking out the rest of Wales. He'll be breaking out of the borders soon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta get going, and I'll definitely have a couple of days. I won't go into the luncheon, but I'll get down there, and if we have like on a Thursday a get together, I'm sure. I don't like organising, but I'll catch up with you wherever you are.
Good one, Taffy.
Chris, this is for you. This is my audition. My audition as a professional photographer. If you look at the picture in my backdrop, that's Pope John Paul II.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the back of St. Mark's Square.
Okay.
Now you could have sold that one for a few bob, which it was sold. They did sell it on the ship. He came out of in Venice. He came out of the back out of the cathedral in St. Mark's in St. Mark's Square.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought, what are those? You can see a couple of heads there at the bottom of the photograph. I thought, what are they looking at? And I had a Canon T50, I think it was, or something. And I just lifted it up and I took that shot. And it's so many friends in over the years that that I know are strong Catholics or something, I've always sent them that photograph. But it really is a beauty. Yeah.
You have to send me a copy of it, Taffy, because my wife's a good Catholic.
Oh, I will. I will send
that's
you.
Where she was. That's where she was going. She was going to mass when she hit the garage door this morning.
Oh, okay.
All right.
She was in a hurry.
Because she hit the garage door, she can rename it now. I'll send you that photograph tonight.
Did you tell us to say a few Hail Marys in church, Chris?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Be sure to send me that picture as well, Taffy.
Yeah, I've already sent it, I think.
Okay.
It's on your personal WhatsApp.
Okay.
You see
another lovely one too. That it intrigued me. It's not one of mine, but I thought, well, that's very intriguing. Is that Noel Hogan? And
that's Sherry. That was the dog shit trip as well, and that was that's Nuala, Seamus's wife. He was working that day, and Noel, that was his boat, and the boat was called Sun Princess.
Sun Princess, yeah.
Sun Princess. Good name.
I went searching for that up the River Barrow.
Yeah, he sold it now, Alan. I'm not sure.
No, I know it was. He sold it to somebody up on the River Barrow where I went.
Oh, okay.
And I went searching for it, and it's in one of my little videos.
Oh, brilliant!
Place. Yeah, he loved that. He loved that boat, didn't he?
He did like it, yeah.
But
he used to take that boat. I'm not sure if it's the same one. When he was working at the golf club at Athlone, he said he'd get up in the morning and he'd walk down, get on his boat, drive his boat across one lake, then he'd go across the River Shannon and into another lake where the golf club was, and he'd moor his boat up there, and he'd do his work at the golf club, then come down and sleep on board the boat that night, and then maybe go home the next day. It was a fantastic lifestyle. You know, it was just idyllic.
He took me to the golf club last year when I was over there.
Yeah, well, Athlone.
Yeah, he did have a nice time.
Yeah,
he'd have a good. He's had a good old life, Noel. And it is nearly everybody I can say this for. I mean, I stayed single. There's only like young Ollie and one or two others who stayed single, but they all got wonderful children. Noel's children just really, they've done so well.
Yeah,
and your children as well.
Thank you.
You've got to look and you've got to think, God, didn't they they must, in other words, they had good parents without a doubt. Because it's in short supply, you know, that generation for them to be. But I really enjoyed my visits around Noel's family and that. They all done well, and of course when I come down to Dover Manor, yeah, I mean I love it. I love the little ones as well, the grandkids. I mean, I always think to myself, it must be really hard work, you know, going through life and bringing up a family. But then you get to our age, and you got them grandkids. I mean, don't that keep you young? Grandkids, like, so good on you. So my only regret is I never had any kids myself. That's it. Enough babbling from me.
As you know.
We're talking as we're on the subject of grandchildren. John Kling, how many have you got?
4. I got 2 boys over my son David, which is about 300 miles away.
Right.
And they're 13 and 11. And we just got back from my daughter's place. We babysat last night, and they have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Oh, right. Okay, good.
That's a boy and a girl. So
right.
It's a bit of a challenge sometimes, but
I'm sure it is. Yeah. I've got 5.
Especially when you go on all these cruises, John, and you're never there to babysit.
That's right.
I've got 5 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just got a new one.
The youngest one is 13 months now.
Wow.
She's just over a year old. And the eldest is 22.
Oh, nice.
I've got
the
0.
And the others
I've got 3.
17, 16, and 14.
Okay, well, yeah.
Not long before
And
you become a great granddad, then, Colin.
I've got 2 already, 2 great grandchildren.
Bloody hell.
I do have, yes.
Yeah.
One is approaching 4, and the other one is approaching 2.
Good heavens.
Great granddad, Colin. My God.
Yeah, God knows what I'm going to leave him in my will.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for grandkids. My eldest daughter, she's 37, and her husband are going through IVF right now because of that.
Oh, right, okay, right.
And then my youngest daughter, she keeps saying, next year, next year, next year. She lives in Arizona, but we saw her last week. It was her 34th birthday, and we got together at downtown Disney, which is the little marketplace of shops and everything outside Disneyland, and had dinner there. It was nice. We had all the family together.
Good.
Sounds good. Brendan, how many you got? I can't remember.
2. We got 2. We got little Wilfred, who's 4, and little Kitty, who's 7.
Oh, right, okay, good.
Wilfred's coming down. I've got to take some old fence panels down in the garden on Tuesday, and I've promised him he can have a go at the little. I've got a little hammer.
You're gonna give him a hammer.
They're all going, don't give him a hammer. He's got to have a hammer. Give a kid a hammer. So they'll see if he hits his hand with it or his head with it, he'll learn.
Yeah.
I think it's just a bit too. Sometimes it's all a bit too. You've got to let them get dirty, fall over.
Yeah, of course you have. Yeah.
As long as they're not stupid. So.
Yeah. What about you, Pete?
No, my son spends more time traveling around the world on his own.
Like you did.
Yeah, but I used to make sure I always had a bit of female company in tow. But, now he's 26, and tonight he's in Singapore. Yeah, he's in Singapore tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already been to Japan. He's been to Dubai. Where was the other place? Hong Kong.
Sounds a bit like Bobo to me.
Yeah, and now and then after Singapore, he's going to Vancouver, and then he's going to Chicago.
That's a long stretch.
Yeah, it's some special magic ticket the airlines do. So around the world flights.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Scotty, Derek?
No, none at all. No children, nothing. Just the 2 of us.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Bob?
I've got 3. I've got 2 girls and a newborn boy. He's only,
right. Okay, good.
He's 5 months old. Yeah. 1 12,
5 months, right.
1 5, and 1 5 months.
Right.
Yeah.
And Steve?
I haven't actually. No, they haven't multiplied mine.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, your own children, though. You have.
Yeah.
What do you have as your own?
Just 1 boy and a stepson.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. And Taffy, you already said that you are a lone man.
Yeah. Well, I never had any, but because I was always working away, I was always the favourite uncle.
Oh, right. Okay.
14 nieces and nephews, and now I've got 8 grand nieces and nephews.
Oh my God, that's a big family, mate.
It cost me about $2,000 at Christmas.
Guess who's coming in?
You can't get for one without getting for all of them.
Yeah, you
Guess
do.
who's coming to dinner? Guess who's coming to dinner?
I'll put the traffic lights up for a joke for him.
Yeah, and that's it, boy. I will see you all in a couple of weeks.
Yes, and I've got to go as well.
Just hang on, because Dave's coming in.
Go on, Bob, that's a joke.
Oh,
Wind up, Bob.
Just hang on.
Right.
So,
Bye. See you.
Bye, David.
Bye. See you later.
They're being horrible to you. They're being horrible to you, David.
It was a Carl's idea, John.
Brendan.
Who's the elder?
There's a great turn. Well done, everybody. Colonel, obviously, apologies. It was a late arrival in Edinburgh, and we've only just got back, so it was literally a fleeting hello. But what a crowd! Brilliant.
Well,
and Scotty,
we were just about to close the bar.
I know, and I appreciate that. And you've got
Last
you've
orders.
got to do it.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to see it. Brendan, been a good boy.
Been very good.
Well done. And Blackpool Bob, well done for everything, football wise and all. Chris, out in California, are you snow or are you not?
No, but we had a weird day in the midweek. We had a thunderstorm come in,
Yeah.
and the hail was coming down like crazy. It came in from the mountains. The storm wasn't even the weather forecast.
Oh,
and
bloody hell.
I had an inch or two of hail outside for a fleeting moment.
Shoot. Bloody hell. And Colin, good to see you.
Good to see you, David.
Wonderful. And Scotty, I hope that the historical information has been flowing as usual. What is it, the island or the Pacific behind you?
That's the Pacific. You can tell by the P&O logos.
Go on, get it. Okay,
There
okay.
you go, yeah.
Got the P&O
So what, down
funnel
in
and
Australia?
Flag at the
Aussie
front as
cruising.
well.
Yeah, got it. And BBC Pete, well, what can we say? Marvellous as usual.
Are you up there in Scotland doing a recce for our trip in 2025?
I am. I've brought the flute. I brought my I'm staying with my translator Bobby, and he's going to help us out. So if we can meet up, I will give Alistair a shout, obviously, but if I can see him, it'd be brilliant. And we'll go from there. And Stevie, all
Yeah.
good yesterday.
It was good. Not very good performance, but we got what we needed.
Yeah. And was Fruity in and he's left?
No, never
No.
came in.
He didn't come in.
No.
Too much football and rugby on today.
Oh yeah. And did Alistair come in with the with the rugby?
No.
Taffy did.
Why that was?
Oh, bless him. I saw Taffy for a second, but yeah, it's good. Of course, there was another Bristol Channel game today.
Yes, and I want to congratulate you. Well done, Bristol City.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, Taffy. I'm on the phone.
I'm hiding up in the top corner. I'm incognito. But
Yeah.
Swansea boys are going home with their tail between their legs.
Only just. I think they'll be all right. They'll stay up for sure.
A win
Taff.
is a win.
Say no more.
We done
Say
you
no
a
more.
favour.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
How long are you in
Colonel-
Scotland for, David?
What's that? Say it again.
How long are you in Scotland for?
5 nights, isn't it, Bobby? Yeah, my mate Bobby, he's just pulled a face. 5 nights is a long time to put up with me. Yeah. So, but yeah, we've just settled in. It was a bit of a delayed flight coming in, which was a nightmare. But we're all good. We're all up here.
Pat with you?
No, she's not.
No.
Bobby, Pat's not with us, is she?
No.
No, she's not. No. Just checking. And look, boys. Look. Thanks for staying on. It's good to see you. And Colonel, well done. And I'll be in touch and keep in touch with you this week.
Okay, and Brendan, can you stay on last? I want to chat with Brendan. So all the rest can say goodbye.
Just one thing to mention before we all fly off. We had our first crew bar marriage, didn't we, this week with Bobo getting married?
Yeah.
At 71, he's got married, so there's hope for us all yet.
Yeah. That was fantastic. I mean, the coverage was brilliant, and I hope it stopped Has it stopped raining out there?
That was
it's a bit like Mission Impossible, that weather.
That was Taffy's wedding present.
I know. Brilliant. All right. Hey, well, look, Brendan, I hope you don't get too much of a bollocking from Colonel when he is a one-to-one.
I've got time for Johnny.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
Okay.
all right, boys. I'll leave you be, but lovely seeing you.
See ya.
Big Sam left Seattle in the year of '92 with George Pratt, his partner, and brother Billy too. They crossed the Yukon River and found the Bonanza Gold below that old white mountain just a little southeast of Nome. Sam crossed the majestic mountains to the valleys far below. He talked to his team of huskies as he mushed on through the snow, with the northern lights a-running wild in the land of the midnight sun. Yes, Sam McCord was a mighty man in the